Today is Nathan's very first day going to see Father Christmas, and as you can see, he is dressed for the occasion.
Won't let this moment pass us.
I've got my Christmas jumper on, which I'm thinking it's a bit of a bad idea because the sequins are absolutely mesmerising to him and he keeps grabbing for them. I don't know if the jumper's going to survive the day. But Nathan, he's an elf in training. And you. You sweetie pie. I think we're going to get him a little Christmas hat to go on the top because you can't go and see Father Christmas without dressing the part, in my opinion. What do you think? You ready to go? What you'll see? I see some reindeer. Yeah. Ooh. Nathan and I are all dressed up. Chris has not put a Christmas jumper on of any description.
No, one, I don't have a Christmas jumper. Two, I was not briefed on this.
You should always wear Christmas stuff to go and see Father Christmas. It's the rule. What will he think?
I was too busy trying to get all the camera equipment and stuff and packing my bag so we can document the fact that we're going.
That is much more important.
Jumpers and stuff.
Just means you have to stay behind the camera. We're going to West Lodge Rural Centre, or Farm Park, or whatever you call it, to go and see Father Christmas, because that is where Father Christmas lives, if you live in Market Harbour. If you don't live in Market Harbour, I'm sure he lives elsewhere.
On this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing a song, barreling through the snow. Bells are jingling, snowflakes tingling, Rudolph knows where to go. On this cold December day, I am piloting my sleigh. The work to be done on my Christmas run is the most tired chore. No girl or boy without a toy, so giddy up, Rudolph, my dear. 8 pair of antlers, onwards ever go. December day.
I think you could safely say that was a very successful trip to go and see Father Christmas. He made his very first card, but we didn't get to give it to him. And he got a present from Father Christmas. And he did a little chat, didn't you? And then we got made into elves. I love my hat. It is very fetching. Was it as good as you thought, baby?
Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, hair washed, that is so much better. No, no, no. I need to eat first. It has been an insanely exhausting few hours. It's now 4:20. I got in the house and started trying to vlog over an hour ago. It's just taking me forever to calm down, sort the baby out, get something to eat, do my hair, get in focus. Okay, so let's rewind. yesterday about noon, Nathan woke up earlier than expected, and I thought, I know, I'm going to head off into town and I'm going to go meet Jen and we're going to have a great lunch. And it took 3 hours. Not to get out of the house. Getting out of the house wasn't too bad. It was a really frantic 30 minutes. I don't know why I do it. There's no way I can guarantee getting out of the house for a specific time so fast. I need to stop doing it. I need to stop committing to being somewhere or doing something for a particular time. I'm used to kind of just sort of putting a coat on, walking out of the house and done. That's it. But with Nathan, it's kind of a process. You need to make sure the dog's been out. Well, I need to let him out anyway, but you need to sort the dog out today. I needed to heat some milk up for him so that when we got to where we were going, he could feed. It was just juggling so many things. I don't know how people do it, but juggling so many things. And finally, I got there, and I think it was only like 1 minute later than I was expecting. So it was a hell of a time, but we got there on time. And then by the time I'd done with Jen, we had to go and pick up a couple of things up. We had to pick baubles up. A couple of weeks ago, if you saw vlogs, we went to go and get some bauble Christmas decoration things made up with Nate's handprints on. We got to go and pick those up today. I needed to do some shopping, some food shopping, and all in all, by the time I got back, I was exhausted. I think I've burnt nearly 400 calories just going out this afternoon. According to my watch, I don't know how accurate it is, but it gives you an idea as to how much just walking, pushing that pushchair, it just takes forever to get stuff done. So it's now 20 past 4 and I'm sat down, I'm finally relaxed, and I know he's going to be up in the next 5 or 10 minutes. I've got to do it all over again. Well, I don't need to go back out, but I need to do him all over again. He needs his routine. He has like a 3-hour schedule at the moment. Anyway, Jen will be home soon and I get to have some time to myself. That is once I've done dinner. I'm a proper little house husband right now, aren't I? Can't believe it's nearly Christmas. 20 days until Christmas. I think I've got most of Jen's Christmas presents sorted, but I don't have anyone else's Christmas present sorted. So I need to try and factor in doing that at the same time as dealing with Nate. A few days ago I was watching a YouTube video, I think it might have been a Zoella one, and let's assume it was her, and she made some orange slice Christmas decoration things. So I picked up some oranges while I was out today. I picked up 5 in total. I think 5 might be a bit excessive, but I'm gonna try and dry some and see how they turn out, and maybe put them around the living room or something, and just add a bit of freshness and colour, and hopefully when Jen gets back they'll smell good too. In order to spice things up a little bit, I dug some cloves into one of them, put a bit of ginger on these 2 and some powdered cloves on that. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I thought if I put one of everything in the oven and we'll just see how we go. I think it can take like up to 4 hours. I'm also questioning my choice of putting it on baking paper, because I'm thinking that if all the juice comes out of it when it's drying, that can get really sticky. Will it come off the baking paper? I don't know. Everything I read says to put it on like a rack, but I don't have a rack to put in the oven. So this is all I've got really. I figured that it's better on baking paper that I could kind of hopefully peel off afterwards than trying to scrape it off a metal tray or something. This is the finished product. It didn't turn out so well. I think this is probably the best one visually. This one with the cloves in, it's like half burnt. I'm assuming this was right in the middle of the oven and everything else probably needed turning around or something. They were in for 4 hours in total. These ones where I put the spices on, they made the oven smell amazing, but they look pans. This isn't too bad. This is the cloves. Some of them turned out really bad, like this one. Little focus. It kind of just like disintegrated to some extent. They're still ever so slightly sticky. But one thing to note, they actually taste pretty good. They taste better than they look anyway. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to bother doing the remaining oranges, because I don't think I can bother with the faff. I would say though, I think they'd make pretty good garnishes for drinks and stuff. So if you're into that sort of thing, maybe give it a go.
A couple of weeks ago, we went to go and do some ceramic pottery painting, and it was really good fun, although we were in there for about 10 minutes. And today we went to go and collect our item, and it looks amazing. It's a tiny little bauble. It's quite a big bauble, I suppose. His name and a little handprint and a little footprint. I already cannot believe how small these hands are. I think his hands must have grown in the last month.
Sorry.
Chris and his timers. Yeah, his hands look so tiny here. I'm sure they're bigger than that now, but they're all pudgy and sweet. Oh, I love it already. The only problem is I can't bear to put it on the tree in case it falls off and smashes. The whole point is it's supposed to be on the tree and enjoyed. But I just want to admire it from a distance and not let anything ever happen to it. Chris has just found an ingenious place to keep it to stop it breaking. It is all the way up there. It looks like a dot on here, but we can see it and it can see us. I really hope it doesn't fall down. Now it's finally time for today's advent calendar and I am starving, so it better be a really big chocolate. But it's the 5th, so I don't think it will be.
Have a snowman.
I can't, I ate my snowman.
You were having a go at me for eating my snowman the other day.
I know, but then yours was empty and mine was lonely, so...
You basically ate yours because you were worried that I would steal them.
Basically, yes. If I didn't eat them, there was no saying they were going to be there the next day. Where is number 5? It's so much harder to do this through a camera. There it is, I see it, I see it, I see it. A stocking! Or just a sock. Today Chris has come to pick me up from work and we are heading off into town to go and pick up some very important packages, pretty much entirely for Nathan. First off is Mothercare, where we've got an online order that's come in, but I've just found out that half the stuff in the order has gone into the half price sale. So I'm hoping that I might be able to pick it up in store and maybe get it for half price. Nathan, are you ready to go shopping? I'm gonna go get some stuff for you. Look at that smile. No, it's not Christmas present. Are we gonna go see the toys, baby? Woo, where are they? Lead the way, Daddy. Not interested.
Well, let's not get that toy.
We came in to pick up this little tiny package and we nearly left with a car seat. Fortunately, the car seat's not in stock. We're gonna go see if we can pick it up anywhere else. We've collected our second item and these two guys are messing around. Messing you are. We've managed to nip into trusty John Lewis to order our car seat before they close. Now I have to drag Chris away from all the camera stuff and the Apple Watches. I'm ready to go home now.
Today is another day of going to shops to pick stuff up that we ordered online, but we could get quicker and cheaper if we just go and pick them up from the shop. You think, why don't you just buy it from the shop? Well, because they don't usually stock all the stuff we need. I need to go to Waitrose. One of the things that I'm picking up is something that we ordered from John Lewis when we were in town yesterday. They didn't have stock. So we just managed to make the cutoff point. Because we ordered it before 8 o'clock, like 5 to, it got delivered to store today, this morning, which means it's been there a couple of hours. And it is a new car seat. And I bet you guys thinking, but you've already got a car seat. That's true, but the reason why we have this car seat, it had a little carry handle from when he was really little and he was actually carryable, is starting to fill this out, so it's probably not going to have too much longer. I think they say when your head gets to the top of here, it's too small. So we're going to have to buy another one anyway. Because we don't use that car seat carrying it around and on the actual wheels very often, it's actually become more of an inconvenience because we pull it out of the car and we forget that it's not in the car, so we can't actually take the car seat and his pushchair. It's a rigmarole. You'd think if we leave it in the car then it would be fine, and it probably would be to some extent, but then we forget to leave it in the car and we bring it out the car. Anyway, we're getting a new one, and the new one is good because you guys, a few of you recommended that you get a 360 turning one where you can kind of like turn it so you can get them in and out easier, and we struggled to actually find one at a reasonable price before we had him, and I think we needed to actually be able to carry him out in the car seat, like from the hospital when we gave birth. And because we wanted to use the car seat on the wheels for the pushchair, when he first arrived, we really needed the car seat we had, basically. But it is pretty much redundant for what we need. And we would love, Ellie, so excited. Show how excited you were. Anyway, we would love to be able to get him in and out of the car a lot easier now. Because he's so heavy, Jen struggles to lift him in that. So being able to just turn the car seat and pick him out, I think will help quite a lot. So that's what I need to go and pick up right now. Okay, so the packages have been picked up. The car seat is in this massive box behind me, shoved right next to the baby. We took a bit of a detour, went to see Jen for lunch because I realised the timings were pretty much just perfect. So we're back home now, and I guess there's no point in dragging that box into the house just for Jen to have a look later. I might as well set it up and put it in the car. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's going to be a bit tricky because everything is big and I've got the baby here, but I'm sure we'll manage it. You stay in the front and don't go anywhere. Done. So that was a painfully easy installation, made difficult by A, the bitterly cold winds, B, the fact that a neighbour kindly parked right next to me, unnecessarily I might add. There were at least 3 if not 4 other spaces she could have used, but I was clearly trying to get in and out of that car. So one of the doors I just couldn't open enough to get stuff in and out that I really needed, and I parked in a spot to make it as easy as possible for me, so that made it difficult. And then this little one decided halfway through to start crying, didn't you? It stopped now, but he wasn't best pleased. But we got there in the end, didn't we? I guess we just need to go out and give it a go, but I don't want to rush right now because it is cold. I'll warm back up a bit and then we can consider going out later. Maybe go and pick Mummy up or something. If any of you guys got any recommendations to stop his head sort of like falling forward, I'd love to know about it in the comments below. So far it seems to be the only downside to the seat is when he falls asleep, which unfortunately in the car is quite regularly. But anyway, let's turn you around and get you out, buddy. That means waking you up, sorry. Oh, come on. Hello. It's kind of like a I've been expecting you, Mr. Bond moment. Wake up. He was absolutely hating being in his seat before. We've come to Dunelm, by the way, to get some duvets or something, but he was hating it. But you seem to be loving it now. Are you just tired? Are you in a bit of a mood? Yeah, you're just in a bit of a mood. Are you ready to get out? We'll wrap you up and put you in your chair.
Currently looking for new bedding, and I said to Chris, I'm not sure if I want to go duck egg or gold, and he's just found this cushion, which, okay, it's not quite duck egg, it's aqua, but look at this. It's a magic cushion. It is both aqua and gold. That is so cool. You gonna hold it for me? Look. Blue. Gold. Whee! I'm dizzy now.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what